With the Divo, the French luxury brand has developed a super sports car tuned for agility, nimbleness, and optimum handling performance on windy roads. It is powered by Bugatti's iconic 8-litre W16 engine with a power output of 1500 horsepower. The aerodynamics of the model have been intensely fine-tuned, and the suspension and chassis settings have been modified. As a result, the Divo is 35 kilograms or 77 pounds lighter and has 90 kilograms or 198 pounds more downforce than the standard Chiron. The lateral acceleration of the Divo has been boosted 1.6 Gs. Its maximum speed is limited to 380 kilometers per hour or 236 miles per hour. The Divo can lap the Nardo handling circuit in southern Italy 8 seconds faster than the Chiron. The series will only consist of 40 vehicles. Upon the start of the presentations to select customers, the strictly limited small series with a net unit price of €5 million sold out immediately. When I took up my position at Bugatti at the beginning of the year, I soon learnt that our customers and fans were waiting for a special vehicle which would tell a further story for the brand in addition to the Chiron, said Stephen Winkleman, president of Bugatti. The Bugatti team was also very eager to implement a project like this. It was therefore decided to build a super sports car with a different character from the Chiron, which would still be immediately recognizable as a Bugatti. With the Divo, Bugatti is also reviving its coach-building tradition. In its first few decades, the French luxury brand had considerable success with bodies built to its own design and installed on existing chassis. To date, a modern Bugatti has represented a perfect balance between high performance, straight-line dynamics, and luxurious comfort. The Divo is made for Benz. The feedback from our customers was overwhelming, the Bugatti president reports. We showed the Divo to a small group of selected Chiron customers. All 40 cars were sold out immediately. This was fantastic confirmation for the Bugatti team, which had put so much dedication and passion into the project. The Divo is a further project intended to thrill people and the world, Winkleman adds. Our fans are very important to us. The supercar is named after Albert Divo, a French racing driver who was a 2-time winner of the famous Targa Florio race on the mountainous roads of Sicily with Bugatti in the late 1920s. The Divo represents the modern interpretation of the brand's coach-building tradition. Coach-building gave our engineers new freedom, says Stefan Alrot, head of technical development at Bugatti. The step that we had taken with the Divo in terms of agility, high-performance cornering dynamics can be compared with the overall development of the Veyron to the Chiron. A sophisticated aerodynamics program makes for optimal vehicle cooling and 90 kilograms more downforce. The aerodynamic properties of the Divo were improved by a considerable amount of detailed work. The front cover is equipped with air intakes which reduce the cross-sectional area of the vehicle, at the same time as ensuring improved airflow at the front and increasing aerodynamic efficiency. An optimized air curtain makes for better airflow over the front-rear sections of the car's sides. The newly designed wide front spoiler provides high downforce and guides more air to the front air inlets. The cooling system therefore receives a high mass flow and overall cooling performance is improved. The brakes are cooled by 4 independent air sources on each side of the vehicle. Air flows in from the high pressure above the front bumper. In addition, the wheel arches are ventilated via slats on the wings. The rear end of the Divo features a new height adjustable rear spoiler which functions as an air brake when turned forwards and is set to different angles for the individual driving modes. The rear spoiler has a width of 1.83 meters or 72 inches and is therefore 23% wider than on the Chiron. The wider spoiler improves efficiency, results in higher air brake performance, as well as significantly more downforce. The downforce is also boosted by the rear diffuser, which has been entirely redesigned for greater efficiency and accommodates 4 tailpipes. The total downforce generated is 456 kilograms, 90 kilograms more than the Chiron. New chassis and suspension systems, as well as weight reduction, makes the Divo a star performer on corners. The main objective of chassis development work was to improve cornering dynamics. The Divo was to be sharper, more agile, and more nimble. For this purpose, the camber was increased. As a result, the maximum speed of the Divo is limited to 380 km per hour. In contrast to the Chiron, there is therefore no top speed mode. As regards lateral acceleration, the Divo reaches 1.6 Gs. These changes alone ensure a perceptibly different driving experience on winding roads. The steering and suspension have been set to ensure more direct response and significantly sportier driving behavior in all modes: EB, Autobahn, and handling. The Divo is 35 kilograms lighter than the Chiron. The weight reduction is the result of a number of lightweight design modifications, including new lightweight wheels and a carbon fiber intercooler cover. Weight was also saved by the fixing of the front diffuser flaps, a reduction in the amount of insulation material used, and the installation of a lighter sound system. In order to reduce the weight, stowage compartments on the central console and in the door trims have also been omitted. The Divo can therefore lap the Nardo handling circuit 8 seconds faster than the Chiron. New progressive design language underlines the inner values of the Divo, a new suit of clothes for a new character. The Divo is a further example of our design philosophy. Form follows performance. In this case, the engineers and designers aim to create a vehicle focusing on cornering speeds and lateral dynamics, says Achim Hanscheit, Director of Design of Bugatti Automobiles, describing the design language of a new Bugatti. The Divo project was also a welcome opportunity for our team to add a modern chapter to the coach-building story of Bugatti, which has been so successful in the early years of the brand. Our task was to develop a vehicle which would look different from the Chiron, but still be immediately recognizable as a Bugatti. And Schitt adds, for us designers, this meant that the three key style elements of the Bugatti had to remain in place. The horseshoe-shaped front grille, the typical Bugatti signature line along the sides of the vehicle, and the characteristic fin that defines the longitudinal axis of the car when viewed from above, which was derived from the Type 57 Atlantic. The design team continued the evolution of the design elements for the Divo in line with the design brief and reinterpreted the design philosophy. Form follows performance. The outer skin of the Divo was designed in an uncompromising way to emphasize lateral acceleration. The main objective was to achieve optimum aerodynamic and thermodynamic efficiency. At the same time, the Divo represents a new styling approach, which the design team has developed especially for a coach-built Bugatti, and which is distinguished from the modern core product of the brand. The slimmer sideline of the Divo helps make the vehicle look lower and longer. The new proportions allow a visual horizontal division of the body, which is reinforced by a special color scheme. The top, more elegant section is painted with a matte finish in a silver color, titanium liquid silver, developed especially for the Divo. This effectively underpins the sculptural, muscular form of the car. The long domed areas with their smooth surfaces along the C-pillar and rear side sections optically shift the driver's cab forward. This gives the Divo an extremely dynamic appearance, even when the vehicle is standing still. The lower part of the sides has more of a functional, technical design, reinforcing the car's forceful appearance and giving it a confident stance on the road. This section features exposed carbon fiber, tinted in a petroleum blue shade, Divo Carbon, developed especially for this model. An entirely new architecture was developed for the front of the car. There are additional air inlets for brake cooling, the new vertically orientated front lights and daytime running light on the outer edge in each case give the Divo an appearance of greater width. With a light opening which is only 35mm flat, the extremely compact, lightweight LED headlights move into a new technical dimension. A light animation developed specially for the Divo underlines the distinctive signature on the front end. The horizontal split into a lower carbon and an upper matte silver section also makes the Divo look lowered and underlines the optical impression of width. The NACA air inlet on the roof creates an optical connection with the air outlet in the center of the front cover and guides the air towards the rear spoiler. The fact that the central line runs from the front over the roof to the rear spoiler is not only a reminiscent of Bugatti's legendary past, but also serves a function. This configuration prevents air eddies from forming over the vehicle, creating turbulence on the rear spoiler. One highlight at the rear of the vehicle is definitely the new high sophisticated 3D rear light. This is actually part of the rear grille, which is partly produced by the 3D printing process and has specifically lightweight fins with a variety of sizes. A total of 44 of these fins light up, forming the rear light of the Divo. At the outer edge, the fins become wider, creating a more intensive light. Towards the center of the vehicle, narrower, creating the gradual fading of the light. The result is a striking appearance, which means that the Divo is almost unmistakable from the rear. The two-tone color scheme also intensifies the forceful impression created by the rear. The fenders are painted in titanium liquid silver with a matte finish and are optically distinguished from the parts of which control airflow at the rear end. Air outlets, rear spoiler, and diffuser have a carbon finish. Divo Racing Blue, a bright turquoise blue shade developed especially for the Divo, underlines the three-dimensional character of the three surfaces leading to the air inlets and outlets on the front, sides, and rear, creating dynamically contrasting effects. The technical character of the color scheme and materials used for the exterior is continued in the interior. A matte version of the exclusive high-gloss carbon fiber used on the exterior is to be found in the interior. The color effects of the carbon tint and exterior paintwork are reflected on a one-to-one basis by the dark Divo grey. Petroleum tone of the Alcantara in the interior provide a subtle contrast with the glass blasted anodized grey surfaces of the metal parts. The distinctive Divo Racing Blue is also used as an Alcantara leather tone in the interior, where it plays a special role for providing an optical split in the interior surfaces. This color is used almost throughout the driver's section, while it only provides selected accents in the darker passengers section. Another stylistic link between interior and exterior is created by the door trims and seat areas, which features an embroidered three-dimensional rhomboid structure with an algorithmic configuration, reinterpreting the structure of the grille and rear lights. Technical innovation in the interior includes the seats, which not only feature a new design but offer greater lateral support. The steering wheel is partly covered in Alcantara. It has larger paddles fitted firmly on both sides of the wheel. Thanks to larger armrests and calf supports, the central console ensures greater comfort. Car named after French racing driver and two-times Targa Florio winner Albert Divo. With the Divo, Bugatti is reviving its coach-building tradition. While the Tour Bugatti's vehicles of the 1920s represented lightweight design and technical innovation, it was his son, Jean, who made the Bugatti bodies of the 1930s into style icons of their time. To this day, Jean's creations embody the golden era of French coach building. In their own way, father and son both contributed to the very special myth of the Bugatti Marquis. Bugatti has once again demonstrated its high-level expertise in outstanding bespoke applications and hand craftsmanship. In the time frame of around 2 years, a very special Divo was created in close collaboration with one Bugatti customer. Tailored with a one-of-a-kind custom paint scheme, among other truly unique features, every Bugatti Divo is one of a kind. With a custom-made Ladybug, Bugatti has demonstrated the full range of its customization expertise. What initially seemed impossible was executed to perfection by the designers and developers in collaboration with the customer, says Stephen Winkleman, president of Bugatti. We are proud to have matched the customer's personal taste and expectation with this unique Divo. The car really demonstrates what the Marquis is capable of in terms of creativity and craftsmanship. The work on this automotive masterpiece is a symbiosis of art, design, and technology, entirely in line with the philosophy of company founder Ettore Bugatti, who once said, "If it bears comparison with another car, it is not a Bugatti." the story of a complex development process. Shortly after the world premiere of the Divo in August 2018, the idea for a geometric, dynamic, algorithmic fading pattern on the bodywork emerged in collaboration with the customer. What the collector from the USA had in mind was a strict geometric pattern consisting of diamond shapes in a unique color contrast. In collaboration with the collector, the Bugatti design and development team then set about developing the special colors, customer special red and graphite, both metallic tones. To achieve the contrasting effect, the diamond pattern was designed to run precisely from the front over the sides to the rear, matching the silhouette of the Divo. It took the team over a year and a half to find the implement and technical and graphic solutions. However, few could have predicted how complex and difficult it would be to paint the diamonds onto the car body with precision and exact definition. This was due to the fact that the digital patterns in the CAD program bear little resemblance to reality, owing it to the three-dimensional sculptural form of the Divo with its contours, curves and ribs. The 2D printed diamonds became distorted in the surface of the exclusive hypersports car. As a result, they had to be digitally modified. All it took was 1mm difference to ruin the entire visual effect. The diamonds also had to be positioned perfectly on the roofline, doors, and rear fender edge in order to achieve a clean visual finish. Together with the customer, CAD modelers developed and simulated a design pattern design with around 1,600 diamonds, a highly complex and time-consuming task. Weeks passed until the designers were satisfied with the result. 6-meter long films applied precisely to the body of the test vehicle were used to check the pattern. With considerable patience, craftsmanship, and skill, the designers finally found a way to match the CAD data with reality and pull the film over the deeply concave surface without the diamonds becoming distorted or developing folds. The Ladybug was an exceptional challenge and at the same time an unforgettable experience, and the fact that we had to pursue a zero defect strategy on the final car gave us tremendous respect for the project. Our ethos in the color and trim department with Bugatti Design was and has always been to realize the customer's vision to perfection, which was achieved again in this project, says your groomer. Highly customized, high-powered and exclusive. With the Divo, Bugatti has developed a hypersports car that revives the luxury car manufacturer's coach-building tradition. It is powered by Bugatti's iconic 1,500 horsepower, 8-litre W16 engine with a top speed restricted to 380 km per hour. The Divo is limited to just 40 units in total, each priced at €5 million.